Days of Our Lives, Kate's explosive rage, the shocking reason she attacked Sami's fiancé, and the truth that no one saw coming. When the name Sami Brady Allison Sweeney surfaces in Salem, the town knows to brace for a storm. But this time, the hurricane isn't Sam, it's Kate Roberts Lauren Koslow. In a stunning twist that no one expected, Kate's anger reaches a breaking point when she learns who Sami's mysterious fiancé really is. What begins as a glamorous evening at the Horton Clinic Gala soon spirals into chaos, betrayal, and violence, as Kate lashes out physically and emotionally at the man standing beside her sworn enemy. And the reason behind her outbursts. It's far more shocking than jealousy or maternal protective Venice. It's a buried secret that could destroy more than one family in Salem. The calm before the storm, Sami's return and stunning announcement. For weeks, whispers of Sami Brady's return have circulated through Salem. True to form, she makes her entrance not quietly but with a splash that leaves jaws dropping. At the elegant Horton Clinic Gala, an event meant to raise funds and celebrate unity, Sami takes the stage, radiant in a midnight blue gown, and announces the last thing anyone expected: she's engaged. The crowd falls into stunned silence before erupting into applause and shocked murmurs. Everyone wants to know who is the lucky man. The lights, the music, the glittering champagne will fade as one question electrifies the room. Who has managed to capture Sami Brady's heart this time? The mystery fiancé revealed. For days leading up to the gala, fans and townsfolk alike speculated wildly. Could it be Jay DeMera? Perhaps Ray Fernandez? Or even a completely new character about to shake up Salem? But when the man steps into the light, those closest to Sami gasp. It's none other than Lucas Horton Brian Dattilo, the man who has both loved and suffered because of Sami countless times before. Lucas, freshly returned to Salem after time away, looks genuinely happy, his smile soft and full of nostalgia. He slips his arm around Sami as cameras flash. To them, it's a fresh start, a chance to rebuild what years of betrayal and misunderstandings tore apart. But not everyone shares their joy. Kate Roberts, a mother's fury ignited. The moment Kate sees her son standing beside Sami, her expression hardens. Longtime viewers know Kate's protective instincts toward Lucas run deep, and her hatred for Sami is legendary. But this isn't the usual maternal disapproval this time. Her rage burns with an almost feral intensity. Before anyone can stop her, Kate storms toward the stage, her heels clicking like gunfire on the marble floor. Witnesses describe the scene as chaos. Kate hurls accusations, her voice trembling with rage. You don't know what you're doing, Lucas. She's poison, she'll ruin you again. Sami tries to stay calm, but the tension between the two women always volatile erupts like a bomb. Then, in a shocking moment that stuns the crowd, Kate slaps Lucas's hand away from Sami's, shouting, "You can't marry her after what she's done." The secret behind Kate's breakdown. So why did Kate lose control? Was it just her hatred for Sami or something deeper? In the days following the gala, Salem is ablaze with rumors. Some whisper that Kate discovered a new betrayal. Others believe she's protecting a secret that could destroy Lucas's future. But according to insider teasers, the truth is more complicated and devastating than anyone expects. It turns out that months before Lucas returned to Salem, Kate received a mysterious letter that linked Sami's name to a long-buried DeMera cover-up involving Lucas's disappearance years ago. The letter hinted that someone close to Sami had manipulated Lucas's fate for personal gain. Kate, able to confirm it but terrified of losing her son again, kept quiet until she saw the engagement ring. That ring, as it turns out, wasn't new. It was the same ring Lucas had given to Sami years ago that went missing after a violent altercation during a DeMera family dispute. Seeing it again brought everything rushing back for Kate. Lies, the heartbreak, the danger. To her, the ring symbolized not love, but betrayal, deceit, and pain. The fallout. Salem reacts. The aftermath of Kate's attack sends shockwaves through Salem society. Roman Brady tries to intervene, torn between defending his ex-wife and sympathizing with Kate's maternal fears. Marlena attempts to mediate, urging everyone to calm down before old grudges consume the town once more. Meanwhile, Lucas feels trapped between two powerful women, his overprotective mother and the love of his life. His loyalty is tested as Kate begs him to reconsider, warning him that if he marries Sami, the truth about the past will come out and it won't just destroy their relationship, it could destroy him. Sami, wounded but defiant, refuses to back down. "You think you can scare me, Kate? You've been trying for decades," she says coldly. But beneath her bravado, there's fear. Because deep down, Sami knows Kate's threats aren't empty. The shocking truth waiting to surface. Rumor has it that the secret Kate's protecting may involve more than just old grudges. It could expose a hidden connection between Sami's engagement and a crime that took place years ago. Some fans speculate that Lucas's abduction storyline wasn't what it seemed and that Sami may have been involved without even knowing it. As Days of Our Lives builds toward its 60th anniversary and November sweeps, the stage is set for a full-blown confrontation that could change everything. Kate's attack isn't just about rage, it's about revelation. And when the truth finally comes out, Salem will never be the same again. Final tease. So, will Kate succeed in stopping the wedding before the dark truth surfaces? Or will her desperate act push Lucas and Sami closer together than ever before? One thing's for certain, this isn't just another Salem love triangle. It's a storm years in the making, and when it finally breaks, it'll leave devastation in its wake. Because in Days of Our Lives, secrets never stay buried and neither does love. Part 2, Days of Our Lives, Tuesday, November 3, 2025, Healing Hearts, New Promises, and the Quiet Hope for Tomorrow. The November chill has settled over Salem Square, but the emotional storms swirling through town are anything but cold. On this Tuesday episode of Days of Our Lives, friendships are tested, young hearts learn to heal, and long-lost loves echo through the quiet corners of the book club cafe. For longtime viewers, the episode carries the familiar warmth of family and forgiveness, but also the melancholy of love that can't quite find its way home. The laughter of youth turns to tears. As the morning sunlight spreads across Salem Square, it seems like just another cheerful day. Decorations from the recent autumn festival still hang over the plaza, and the laughter of children fills the air. Holly Jonas Ashley Puzemis arrives with Uri Horton Sydney Brower, the two teenagers dressed in casual fall clothes, still buzzing with leftover excitement from Halloween. Aaron Green Remington Hoffman, always the steady one in their group, greets them with his usual mix of humor and quiet maturity. But the mood shifts when Aaron breaks the news. Tesoro, the adorable little pet who has become a fixture in their circle, will soon be leaving. For Uri, this is more than a pet, it's a piece of her emotional support, something that tied her to happier times. The thought of saying goodbye hits her harder than anyone expected. Her lip trembles, her eyes glisten, and before anyone can stop her, she runs off in tears. Aaron doesn't hesitate. He chases after her, calling her name gently. When he finds her sitting on a park bench, her shoulders shaking, he sits beside her without a word. Sometimes comfort doesn't come from advice, it comes from presence. Aaron simply offers his jacket, and for a moment, Salem's youngest generation shows the kind of compassion their elders sometimes forget. In that quiet moment, Aaron reminds Uri that Tesoro isn't gone forever. Maybe we can visit him, he suggests softly, at Chanel and Johnny's place. He'll still remember us. His calm steadiness makes Uri smile through her tears. It's a simple, touching scene, a reminder that even teenagers in Salem know how to face loss with grace and heart. Holly and Tate learning to breathe again. Meanwhile, Holly and Tate share a conversation that reveals how much they've grown. Once the town's favorite young couple, they've recently been struggling to balance affection with independence. In the soft glow of the afternoon, they stand near the cafe, the tension between them melting into honesty. Holly admits something that many adults in Salem have taken years to learn, that love shouldn't consume your entire world. I don't want us to lose ourselves trying to be everything for each other, she tells Tate, her voice steady but kind. Tate nods, understanding completely. He feels the same way, but to realize that what they need isn't to end things but to rebalance them. The scene is tender, without drama or shouting, showing a rare kind of maturity for Salem's young lovers. When Holly leans into Tate's shoulder, the audience can feel the relief wash over them. For now, the tension is gone. They may still be figuring things out, but they're doing it together. Their laughter returns, light and hopeful, as they walk off toward the square, with young hearts learning that love, when nurtured with patience, can grow stronger, not smaller. A different kind of escape for Philip and Xander. While the younger generation works through their small heartbreaks, the adults of Salem face heavier emotions. The episode takes a quieter, more reflective turn as Philip Kiriakis J. Kenneth Johnson finds himself once again running from his overbearing mother, Kate Roberts Lauren Koslow. Desperate to escape yet another lecture about his choices, Philip swaps plans with Brady and instead drags Xander cook Paul Telfer out of the mansion for a much-needed distraction. But instead of heading to a bar, the two surprising friends wind up at the book club cafe, a cozy spot tucked away on the corner of Salem Square. There are no cocktails, no loud music, just the smell of freshly baked scones and the quiet hum of background chatter. It's here, between bites of warm pastry and sips of coffee, that Xander begins to open up. He speaks of Sarah Horton, Lindsay Godfrey, and their daughter, Victoria, a family he loves deeply but feels unworthy of. His voice softens as he admits that his constant mistakes have taken too much from them. "I can't fight the divorce anymore," he confesses, staring into his coffee. "Not until I'm the kind of man Sarah and Victoria deserve." Philip listens quietly, the weight of his friend's pain reflected in his own expression. Salem has seen Xander as many things: villain, hero, rogue, but in this moment, he's just a man stripped of pride, facing the truth of his failures. And yet, in the dim light of the cafe, there's a flicker of hope. "God willing," Xander says, almost like a prayer, "someday I'll earn her back. The love of my life. My beautiful Sarah." His words hang in the air, simple and sincere. It's one of those rare days of our lives, moments quiet, grounded, and deeply human. Reflections across Salem. As the episode winds down, there's no major cliffhanger or shocking twist, just the steady heartbeat of a town that's learning, healing, and changing. Ari finds a bit of peace knowing Tesoro will be safe. Holly and Tate walk off hand in hand, stronger than before. And Xander, though lost in regret, takes his first step toward redemption. Meanwhile, Philip glances out the window of the book club and watches the world go by, a faint smile crossing his face. Maybe, he thinks, change is possible after all. The final shot lingers on Salem Square as evening settles. The lights from the cafe spill across the cobblestones, and for just a moment, everything feels calm. It's a reminder that in Salem, amidst all the heartbreak, betrayals, and endless surprises, there's still room for quiet redemption.